All right, and we are live. What's going on, everyone? Merry Christmas and soon Happy New Year to you. This is another East Coast edition of Retro Reload. I know tonight is Tuesday. Usually we appear on Thursdays, but Thursday is a holiday, so here
You
we
got your
are.
names mixed up there.
You what?
You said Tuesday.
I know today is. I always say Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh well, I've been drinking a little bit, so whatever. Like I said, well, we broadcast on Thursday. Today is not Thursday. Today is Wednesday, not Tuesday. No more wine for me. And we have a few things to talk about. We're going to kind of keep it short. One of our regulars is MIA, and another one of our regulars is.
He's currently talking to us through AOL and
He's we're translating through through his text boxes. So as you all know, I'm Cashel, and with me we have Turf, who is kind of here, but
I'm here.
not.
Can you hear me? Please, for the love of God, can you hear me?
oh hey.
Hey, we heard him there. Sweet. And of course, we also have Red Blaze
Try a different
57.
microphone. Maybe this one will work.
Oh, keep doing that. Keep saying stuff. I wanted to make sure this works.
Okay, well, hey, I'm right here.
All
Microphone
right.
in my
Yes.
face.
We are not completely, maimed. Sweet. So Turf is here, as is.
This is how you know that the show is live.
Yeah,
We
because.
post-edited show.
And Red Blaze 57 is here as well.
Yep. And rest in peace, Lemmy Kimweister.
Right on, right on. Another great one.
Yeah.
So tonight, we are going to kind of do a little bit of a recap for our 2015 gaming year. The three of us have picked out some games that we really, really liked and we really, really disliked that we played this year. And we'll just talk a little bit about them. Maybe if there's time, we can talk about the year of gaming in general, how we felt about it, or if there's time, we can talk about some of our Christmas loot. We'll just see how it plays out. So, Turf, you're the one the furthest of my queue. Would you like to attempt to go first with your
All right,
favorite?
you bet.
Do
What
your
we're gonna do
favorite one
first?
first.
Hopefully before
My favorite one, the favorite game that I don't know why I'm digging around in this pile over here because you can't see me. Anyways, my number one favorite game this year was something that I'd played before, but I played it on the emulator because it's an expensive game, and I swore I wouldn't play it again until I got the card. I finally got Little Samson this year, and I put a lot of time into it, and it is such a fun game. So I'm giving a 20-year-old game my game of the year.
That is awesome. So, for those of you who don't know,
Cosmic Carnage.
yeah.
Watch Classic Game Room.
For those of you who don't know, Little Samson is very pricey, very hard to find, very rare, all that good stuff. But sometimes, just because it's rare doesn't mean it's fun. But Turf, clearly that's not the case. This is a fun game.
Oh, it's an exceptional game. It's a shame that it didn't get more attention because it came out really late in the NES life cycle. The Super Nintendo was already out, so it just went under the radar. Nobody paid any attention, and now it's one of the holy grails of an NES collection that every collector wants to have and everybody else wants to play. So I'm gonna say here at Retro Reload, we need to emulate this. Emulate Little Samson. Unless you're a complete fool, don't buy it. But emulate it. It is a fantastic game, and they need to bring it to Virtual Console. It is great.
Awesome. I love hearing stories like that. So, can you give us a brief premise of it, like what type of game it is, platformer or puzzle?
It's an action platformer.
Okay.
You start off you have to play through a short level. I guess it's kind of like breaks you into each character. There's 4 different characters. There's Samson. There's a dragon. There's Gollum, which is a dude made out of rock, and there's a little mouse. And you play it through a little stage, and then you go to you play through each one of them. Each one of them has a separate stage. You play through that, and then you go. I don't know the story of the game. I've just been playing it.
Yeah.
And then you can pick different or switch on the fly between the different characters in the other stages, and it's just a blast to play. It is platforming to perfection. You can't beat it. I would be shocked if you could find a better platformer on any system. It is so
Wow.
much fun. I mean, it's Mario fun.
Oh,
So yeah, definitely emulate it. Definitely go play it.
awesome. Well, that is great. Well, thank you for sharing that. I'm kind of interested in emulating it now because I mean I've heard about its price and its rarity and stuff like that, but like it can't be that fun. But if you say it's that fun, then it's definitely worth
It
checking
is.
out.
It's without a doubt one of my favorite games that I've ever played, and that's. I mean, I'm a huge Mario fan, so I mean,
Yeah,
it is a fun game.
sweet, awesome. Well, Red Blaze 57, you are next on my little list here. What's one of your top games, or if you have a top game, by all means.
One of my tops. I actually just thought of this honestly.
Okay.
Tales of Hearts R.
Oh, yes.
I mean, my camera got blurry there, but
It's all right.
I'm actually picking this because when I was playing it, there was just a really tough patch going through for a little bit. It just really helped me get my mind off of it when I was playing it.
That's great. That's great.
That's why I'm kind of saying it. It helped me get through a very tough patch.
It's good that video games can help, give you that escapism and, help you forget about the lameness of real life. So, what better way than with a Tales game? Is that Colette?
Yeah.
I thought so.
For the longest time, she's just been kind of tilted like that.
I had to say.
Oddly enough, that's just like her character.
Yeah, I know, but I love her. I love her. Tales of Hearts are a great game. I've also played it, as I'm sure people have guessed. It is so much fun. It's a reason. It's not. Well, I had a Vita before it was even announced for the U.S., but I'm so glad I got a Vita. Oh, it is so worth just a console alone.
Yeah, the Tales series for me is kind of that one that as soon as a game is announced, it's like, okay, I gotta get that system.
Yeah, yeah. Same here. That's why I did the 360. I think we talked about that before.
Yeah.
Very nice. Anything else you'd like to touch on about Tales of Hearts? Like what your favorite part was, or your favorite character? Anything like that?
Oh, what's his name?
Kunzite?
The cool cat.
The robot or the guy with the glasses?
Glasses.
Jadeite? Well, if you're oh wait, the old man. Oh, what's his name?
Yeah, the one who kept talking like cool cat and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I want to say it was like Galando or something like that, but I can't remember.
I can't
Does he have-
remember either. And
Either I know
where,
who you're talking about. He's cool. Yeah, I like him. He wasn't in the original Tales of Hearts. He was made just for the R version. Yeah, cool guy.
yeah, and where I just remember the scene with the coffee. They're talking. Core asks what he's drinking, and where he starts talking about the coffee. Has Core take a sip, and where he didn't like the bitterness of it.
Hmm.
I shouldn't have let him do that. I mean, I can't even handle the bitterness. Then ask for cream and sugar.
Very nice. Well, very cool game. Very good choice. And I guess I will go next. Obviously, this game didn't come out in 2015. This came out, I think, in 2011. But I'm gonna have to go. It was a hard pick to choose just one, so I just did one of these and pointed to one of my games. My choice is Dark Souls. And for those that play Demon Souls, it's kind of the same thing. It's a little easier than Demon Souls, I will say. That said, it is probably one of the hardest games I've ever played, and I went through it 2.5 times. I struggled through so many bosses. I died in that game countless times. But every time I died, I didn't get too frustrated. I was like, okay, I did something wrong. Because what I like about this series is if you mess up, it's not because the game is being cheap, quote unquote. It's
Oh, it is
because you what?
being cheap.
What was that?
It's being cheap.
Well, if you're a sore loser, then yes, it's being cheap.
I definitely noticed the delay there. Yeah, I noticed the delay, honestly.
In Dark Souls, I will say this, there's a frame rate issue in one of the areas called Blight Town. That place sucks. It just slows the game down.
No, I mean, there's a literal delay between the button press and the action on the screen.
Now that I never experienced. Like the controls always seemed fine. They seemed responsive, and they did my character did what he was told to do. The only thing I would fault the game for is there's not much of a story. I would love to see more character development and more lore about this vast world the game takes place in. But for what it's worth, the story kind of gets pushed to the side. The game's all about exploring and fighting these crazy monsters and feeling so good when you emerge victorious from a boss battle. I am so excited to try Dark Souls 2, and eventually I'll try Bloodborne. I got that for Christmas. And in 2016, Dark Souls 3 comes out. So I have lots to look forward to. And all to the first Dark Souls. So, yeah, this is definitely my pick. I'm very pleased with it.
And I won't touch that game with a 10-foot pole again.
I got the Platinum Trophy too, so
Yeah.
very proud of that. So that was my pick. I think it'd be fun though to maybe
Do
turn things a little bit and talk about what's
I
that?
want to do like one good, one bad, one good, a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Let's flip the scripts and talk about a game that was really disappointing for you this year. Again, it didn't have to be released in 2015, just something that you played in 2015. So once again, let's change it up a bit. Red Blaze, why don't you go first this time?
Okay. I'm gonna go with one that a lot of people got disappointed with. I only rented the game, so I don't actually have the game to show off. And
It's okay.
that is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. I played that one after the patch, and I didn't really get any game-breaking glitches. All my stuff tend to be with the actual controls, because they got 3 different things mapped to one button, having the grind, wall ride, and the new stomp mechanic. I constantly found myself hitting the ground before I could start a wall ride, and we're just missing rails. That irritated the hell out of me. And I noticed like some graphical glitches on it where parts of the screen would just black out. Not to mention, the created character took a huge hit, and that was one of my favorite things about the previous entries. Because pretty much it's just choose a head, choose a body, and that's it for the character creation. And
That's all you get?
literally.
That's awful.
Yeah, so
And
basically,
you would think, like,
you could have
this day and age,
you could have a dude's head.
you would think that they would add more. I mean, character creation's huge. I mean, it used to, like by the Nintendo 64 days, PlayStation days, that was huge.
Yeah.
Why would they even think that was a good idea to take it out?
Yeah, and you could literally have a dude's head on a chick's body.
Caitlyn Jenner? No, I'm just kidding. That was uncalled for.
No, actually, that's pretty much describes it.
Oh god, I'm gonna get a whipping for that one from some friends of mine.
That's really disappointing too, because I really wanted Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 to be. I wanted it to be good because I love the first, especially number 2. A bunch of, and especially 2, and it was just a fantastic game. I don't know why they let it go so far down here and just make it a cash grab.
And you know what? I mean, personally, my favorites are Underground and Pro Skater 3. Pro Skater 3 because of the soundtrack, and it was the first game of the series that I actually played. And Underground, I actually liked the story that they had for that, because that was the first one they did where it was like just an amateur skater turned pro.
And then they had stories in those games.
And where I thought
That was the soundtrack in
funny, huh?
Tekken 5 because I mean in the other games that introduced me to a lot of different music. You know, I wasn't really into like the punk skater type scene, so
Yeah, you know, that's another thing I have. I don't remember any of the music. For one. And number two, there was no way.
oh, that's a shame.
There was no way to even look up who made the songs,
What?
or even turn off the songs that you do not like.
This game just
They
sounds
always
terrible.
like that about the other games.
Yeah, and you know what? You can even do that in Brutal Legend, but yet you could not do that in Pro Skater 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anything
You
else
could do that in
about
the
this
Dreamcast
gem?
versions of Pro Skater. You could turn off the songs you liked and turn off, you know, and so it would just play the ones that you wanted.
Yeah, and there's no way to skip tracks. Also, as far as I remember.
Wow. That sounds terrible.
The core mechanics are all right, but there's a lot of stuff that was introduced in the later games that I really wish was there, such as being able to change grind and manual moves on the fly. Not to mention double impossibles, 360 shove-its are nowhere to be seen. However, regular impossible pop shove-it are there. There's no way to tweak the tricks, I believe.
So basically, this game was just one disappointment after another. The more you played.
Yeah, but I mean, I wanted to like the stop mechanic if it was mapped to a different button other than the grind button.
Mm.
That would have been great. I like that you can bank the special now, and that's pretty much all the good things I have to say about that.
Wow. Well, at least you gave it a shot.
Yeah, who knows? I might pick it up when it's $5.
Even that's too much. For a game that you don't like, paying $5 to me is too much. Because $5 can buy a lot of things. Maybe like $1.50.
I don't see many games going below $5 nowadays.
Damn. All right then.
I'd give $5 for it. I mean, I'd give $5 for Jaws on the NES.
All right, let's get to Turf before his mic goes out.
All right, Turf. What is one of your flops for this year?
My number one flop this year was something that I was really, really, really looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first played it, I really, really, really enjoyed it. But the problem is balls up here. And you can tell from the show, my internet is horrible. So I couldn't play online. It's what Star Wars Battlefront is about. You can't even access all the modes in Slayer. They're built in the game. Why can't I access them in single player? I can't fly an X-Wing in single player. I can do one training mission, and that's it. It's frustrating because it's all in there, but you can't touch it. You can't touch it unless you're playing online.
Oh, that sounds
Give me some
terrible.
couch co-op. Come on, give me bots. I just want bots. I just want to kill loads and loads of stormtroopers. That's it. Is that too much to ask? And I was really, when I first got this game, I was raving about it because it was so fast.
What do you mean fast?
There wasn't enough depth to it. If you play online, I've heard that it's fantastic. That it's fun. It's a good time. But
Yeah.
playing by yourself, there's no missions. There's no point to it. You're just doing the same 5 missions over and over, and it's not. I mean, it just gets old.
So the only way to actually enjoy it is if you log on to the internet and play with other people that way.
Right. If you play online, it's supposed to be great. I haven't had that opportunity, so.
I really hate how the industry is leading that way these days.
It was a flop to me.
Yeah.
And and that's a shame too, because I mean, I don't always want to. I don't want to play with other people because
Yeah.
there's 12 and 14-year-olds that have a lot more time than me, and they get really really good at games, and then I can't play, and it's just I need to be able to win just a little bit. I need to have a chance. I don't want to be sniped from across the map. Let me play a game. Let me kill some bots. That's all I want.
Is that so much to ask? But like I said, I really hate how the industry is leaning towards online only to play the full game, and that's what the Star Wars game sounds like it's doing. And obviously, for Turf, and I'm sure for other people, it didn't work out so well.
Yeah, pretty much. I think the only really
Exactly.
I think the only really good multiplayer shooter this year was Splatoon.
I haven't played that yet. I have a Wii U, so that's why.
Even then, it gives you a good amount of a single player campaign, I think. And with the amiibos, it gives you
it's fun.
different challenges for those levels, making them seem completely different to the weapon loadout.
Well, something. I guess that's something for me to look forward to when I get a Wii U. I still need to get one of those, and there's a lot of cool games I want to get, but there's still not just that one game I need yet. So
It's on there.
I'll get, all in good time. I'm thinking.
Trust me, it's on there already.
What, Xenoblade? Well, I'm sure you'll talk about that in a second. So, real quick, we'll get to one of my flops this year. For the 3DS, I picked this up on release day. This is Lord of Magna, Made in Heaven. And from the cover, it looks like it'd be right up my alley. I mean, you see some pretty anime girls. They have big hair. Yeah, they got big weapons. They got big eyelashes, the whole nine. And I'm like, all right, this game will be cool. It is just so boring and so disappointing because the main character is kind of dry, and the game is really short, maybe like 15 to 20 hours. That's not enough time to fully develop the characters. The battle system basically is kind of a mixture of Valkyria Chronicles, if I can speak, and a puzzle game, because if you hit one enemy and it somehow falls into another enemy, that enemy will also get hit. Kind of creates a cool chain reaction effect, which sounds fun in theory, but the reality of it is all you're doing is powering up your most powerful character with like a stat boost or a range boost and letting her do all the work. I mean, it does have some good things. I mean, it has basically an all-female cast, which is awesome, and the game looks pretty, has good music, but as an RPG, it was just so disappointing. There just wasn't much to offer. Even though there's a New Game Plus, I do not see myself playing it at all. And yeah, it just kind of fell flat. It's a real shame too, because whenever there's a new kind of unknown RPG, I kind of just, I feel like I should give it a chance, and I did, but oh well, it wasn't. Not all of them can be winners. But yeah, that is that. I say avoid this game, America. So what shall we do next? Another good one?
Yeah.
All right. Let us.
Jump up in there, Cashel.
You what?
Let's hear your good one.
A good one?
Jump off in there. Let's hear your good one.
Oh, geez. I don't have it with me right now. But I will say I had the opportunity to play a translated version of Romancing Saga 3 for the Super Famicom. Oh, it was so much fun. I love the Saga series, and this was just what the doctor ordered. And I am so mad that we never got this game on our side. I'm not sure why I liked it so much. I just felt like it did everything right for an RPG. It had a great battle system. It had a cool story. It had a lot of cool characters, a lot of customization. The game looked great. It had great music, and was about 40 to 50 hours long. And the best part is, once you beat it with one character, you can try to play it a different way with another character. If you happen to either favorite emulation, or if you happen to like importing, I definitely recommend playing Romancing Saga 3. I was really lucky. I found a copy of it at a local game store. So that may happen to you. Probably won't, but you never know. But yeah, if you like RPGs like I do, then I definitely recommend playing Romancing Saga 3 for the Super Famicom. And don't worry, there is a way to play it in English. I think it might actually be better in Japanese, but if that's only if obviously you can read Japanese. So that's another pick of mine. Who wants to go next?
I will.
Alrighty.
I don't care one bit. My a surprise this year that I didn't know was going to be something so fantastic. Transformers Devastation.
Hold it up. There it is.
Yeah. Great game.
It really is. It shocked me too. It came out of nowhere. It's drawn like the G1 Transformers, like the old cartoon.
Nice.
It's a beat 'em up made by Platinum Games. So if you like Bayonetta, if you like Wonderful 101, you'll like this. It's great. A lot of the old voice actors are back from the cartoon, from when we were kids. So it's just a good time. Good beat 'em up, good time.
Yeah, I mean, definitely one of the best ones that I have seen out there. And where, as far as licensed games go, this is a must-buy, I think.
I have a question about it. So I didn't like the movies, but I loved the cartoon back in the day. Would I like this?
Got nothing to
It
do
has
with
nothing to do with the movies.
Okay, good. That is good news.
Yeah, no.
You have Optimus Prime's voice is the only thing the same as the movies, and that's because they got the guy from the cartoon to do the movies.
Right on. Is Jazz in it?
No, I don't know if I've unlocked everybody, but it's Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Grimlock.
And Grimlock is a mechanical dinosaur.
Yeah, Sideswipe.
Sweet.
And I can't remember the other guy. The guy that was like the mechanic or doctor or whatever.
Oh,
Anyways.
got it right. Right back
just
here. Wheeljack.
Yeah, there you go. But it's
Nice.
it's a good time. Wheeljack, yeah, that's right. And a lot of the Decepticons are in there. Starscream's in there.
love
Soundwave. Of course, Megatron's in there. The Insecticons, the Constructicons. There's a lot of the good toy goodness. It's a toy commercial, just like the cartoon was in the '80s. It's great.
That is wonderful, wonderful news, because after those movies, I was like, oh, they've ruined Transformers. I hate Shia LaBeouf, first of all, for one thing. And this direction the movies went, it was nothing like the cartoon. So this is good news.
There you go, my man. This is for you.
Right
This
on.
is good stuff.
Yeah, I personally can't wait to see what Platinum does with the Ninja Turtles. Personally, now.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, they got the license to that. So let's hope that it's like the old cartoon. That would be the best thing ever. Give me that tone. Give me the look of the old 80s and early 90s cartoon, and I will be tickled pink.
I'll even take just a reskin of this.
Red Blaze, do you have another favorite of yours? I know you want to talk about a little RPG that came out not too long ago, but
Well, that might be for later.
alrighty. Well, let's see what you got.
All
The
right.
anticipation's killing me.
All right. This game is actually a remaster, I guess, of one that came out a couple of years ago on the PS3, and that game is Earth Defense Force 4.1.
I've never even heard of that.
It's a remaster of Earth Defense Force 2025. Basically, a whole bunch of insects come come to Earth to wipe out humanity.
Incest?
Murder.
Oh, insects. Insects. Okay. I was like, what kind of game is
There's
this?
no cousins involved in this. It's insects. Oh,
But yeah, the thing with the insects is that they're 50 feet tall.
Sweet.
And basically you just go around destroying everything. Where the other one was very frame ratey. Just constant ups and downs, but it was still fun. This one gets rid of that problem, and it's real smooth.
what kind of game is that? Is it a shooter?
Yeah, it's basically a third-person shooter that's got a real arcadey feel to it. You know, levels are short, and you wipe out all the enemies. And
Wasn't
you can
the first EDF, the Earth Defense Force, wasn't it an arcade game?
possibly, I don't know much
I was
about
thinking
the
it for some
series.
reason it popped in my head. It's a vertical shooter in the arcade. Was the first EDF, and then there was one for Super Nintendo,
Oh
and then
yeah,
I don't know what happened after that.
yeah, and where it kind of got rebooted back when the 360 first came out was 2017. So this is actually pretty much the sequel to that. And then there's Insect Armageddon, which apparently people do not talk about. But yeah, it's a fun game. That's what I've been putting most of my time into lately. So
Alrighty.
if you're looking for a very very arcadey feel of a third-person shooter, get that. And it's actually got split screen.
Oh, nice. Oh, you can do couch play?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so very happy. Isn't that bad that nowadays I have to like beg for developers to have couch play in their multiplayer games? Ugh. This industry.
Is it
Sometimes I
just me, or
swear.
does couch play sound like something that you would only find in dark corners of the internet?
Only in your mind.
I mean, you know, only on weekends. Just kidding.
Hey-o.
Only from Germany.
Yes. Oh my God. Very cool. Well, we could talk about another flop if you like, or we could shift gears. What do you guys want to do? This is the democracy.
Keep gushing. We have at least one more.
So you want to go to a flop or do another favorite?
Yeah.
Let's do a favorite. I see the
Okay.
favorite. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Red Blaze, what's your next favorite?
All right. Xenoblade Chronicles X. This game is fucking gorgeous.
Tell us how you really feel.
I mean, it's probably it's, as far as I can remember, the only game where I've actually stopped to just look at it. Like, I was jumping up on some rocks in it, and when I got to the top, sun setting, and where just was the backdrop, it was beautiful.
You did the old stop and stare?
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
And where, I mean, the original Xenoblade has very good combat. It's in this game. The main difference is that your character has different classes that they can choose. So if you want to be more of a tank character, you can be. If you want to be more of a stealthy character, you can be.
Cool.
And where it's got two different things that you can have, either both melee and a ranged weapon, and where the melee weapon will draw more aggro but do more damage per turn or per auto attack, and where it's pretty much the opposite for the guns.
Now I have a question about this.
Yeah.
The original Xenoblade for the Wii, and I guess for 3DS, I didn't care for it. It bored me a lot. Would I like this game? Hesitation there.
I don't know. When I originally started playing Xenoblade Chronicles, I wasn't really into it.
Okay.
But honestly, just replaying it after watching Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of it, I just really had an interest in that game all of a sudden. It, I just really noticed how good it actually was. I guess
Okay.
it. I don't know. For me, it was one of those that when I went back, it it was a lot better than I thought it was. Because I'll admit that when I first played it, the auto attacking threw me off a lot.
Okay. Interesting.
And where, for the most part, it's got the same mechanic as that one, but you've got a lot. You seem to have a lot more choice with your character there. And
All right.
honestly, there's a good amount of dialogue that's pretty funny.
Helps.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'll give it some more thought. Like I said, I didn't care for the first one too much. Actually, I didn't care for it at all. I'll be honest. But I have heard a lot of good things about this one, and usually, if the term Xeno is attached to a title, I like it. I liked Xenogears. I liked Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3. So, I mean, I'm sure I'll check it out at some point. I don't think it'll be at any time soon. That's my thought.
All right, I do have to go back and talk about the Earth Defense Force.
Okay.
Apparently, I was completely talking out of my ass on that. The first game was released in 2003, so there's no way that it was released on the Super Nintendo.
Well, yeah, you're right.
There was one called Earth Defense Force on the Super Nintendo.
I thought there was, but apparently it has
I don't
nothing
know.
to do with this series.
In 2003 for what? So what was it for? The PS2, the Xbox, or?
PS2 was where the first game was on,
Oh, okay.
according to
I
Wikipedia,
never
which
heard
never
of it.
lies.
No, it's because it's on the internet, and the internet's never wrong. So, therefore, it's right. But
Hmm.
oh well, we learned something
All
tonight.
right. Yeah, we learned that Turf will talk directly out of his anus.
It's okay. I'm sure it's cuteness.
It's gorgeous.
God.
All right, next game that I want to gush about.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm gonna beat Red Blaze with a punch on this one because I just got it too.
Okay.
Super Mario Maker.
And
This
Yeah.
game
hold
is something different. It's if you like Mario, which who doesn't like Mario? If you don't like
Jerks.
Mario, we're probably not friends.
Right.
You can make your own Mario levels. How cool is that? It gives you the tools to do it, and you can make anything that your little heart desires. And man, the internet is you can make them. There was a big rush of like people trying to make games that were super hard,
Yeah.
and that's kind of died off because nobody wants to play super hard levels, right?
Right.
It's now you find a lot of people making really good, really creative, really fun levels, and
I'm
it's
just getting tired of the automatic ones. Honestly.
yeah, I don't like the automatic levels, but don't hit the star on them. I mean, eventually they'll go away. If you don't get enough stars, Nintendo pulls them down.
Really? I know that.
I got my first star today. I'm pretty proud of that.
Good job.
Yeah,
Actually, I should check
yeah,
my
I'm
one
pumped.
level that I actually posted.
It is. You can do anything, and it is so much fun. And then you can find people have found creative and inventive ways to use these different tools to make different traps or make different enemies. It's just really, really neat and really, really fun. If you can get past the ones that were obviously made by a 10-year-old that was just slapping something together, and you get something that somebody's put some thought into,
Hmm.
man, there's some masterpieces out there, and it absolutely blew my mind.
Well, that sounds like a recipe for perfection. I mean, design your own Mario levels. I think that's something every gamer kind of always dreamed of, and now you can. You know?
Exactly. You can make your own game. I mean, you can do 1-1 through 8-4 and make your own game, and it's fun. You get to use the different palettes from Mario 1, Mario 3, Mario World, and the new Super Mario series. And wow, I mean, there's just and the different every game has a little different mechanics that you like. The new games, the new Super Mario Brothers has that wall jump. You can use it on those levels, but you can't use it on the other ones. You can the
Cool.
leaf, where you get the raccoon tail from Mario 3
Hmm.
is in the Mario 3 levels, but you can't use it in the one whatever else. It is
That's
man,
good.
it is just very inventive and very different and just fun.
Hopefully now, like other developers will think of something along the lines of Mario Maker, like a
Oh,
Castlevania Maker or a Mega Man Maker, or
yeah, exactly what I was going to say. Can you imagine a Mega Man maker? I
I know
mean,
I can. Look at this shirt, Mega Man. See that? Yeah.
it would be hard to come up with your own robot bosses or robot masters, but
Oh, that'd be awesome. Make their own
I
attack
mean,
patterns
yeah.
and weaknesses, and getting excited just thinking about it. It's not even out. It's not even thought of someone by yet. I can't even speak. I'm
I
so
mean,
excited
there's
about it.
or even like just something generic. I mean, I know there's been like RPG makers out there for a long time, but doing the doing something that's a platformer. I mean, you could do like a generic ninja and
Yeah,
make your own level, and
yeah.
make something like Ninja Gaiden or something like that, but make just completely generic, no license at all, where you just make your own levels and you could make it very very fun.
Exactly. Shinobi Maker, Ninja Gaiden Maker, or man, the list goes on. Yeah, exactly. I think once again, Nintendo um, hit the nail on the head with this. This sounds like a lot of fun, very creative, and hey, I'm now even more. Now you see what you're doing. You're slowly inching me towards that Wii U purchase because now I want to try someone else's levels. I doubt I'll make very many. I'm not very creative, but I definitely want to try
You'll be
some.
surprised. It's very very easy, and
Oh, it is.
the designing levels sucks you in. You don't realize what ideas you have. Like you might play somebody else's levels and get, oh, like that would be cool to do. What if I did this? And
Hmm.
then you get to go make your own, and everybody's piggybacking off each other, and it's just, I mean, they said there was over 1 million levels already uploaded, and
Holy
the game's
crap.
been out since what, September. So
Jeez.
that's, I mean, and this game's going to be good for another 2 or 3 years. Just people have an interest in it,
Yeah.
heavily.
Yeah. Apparently, it was my one level that I have. Apparently, there's been 12 tries and only three times it's been cleared.
Make sure you post that on bgcollect.com where we can all find your levels.
I did.
Our official Mario Maker thread.
Yep, and BG Collect is where we all met each other, by the way.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting because I'm looking at it and well, it doesn't really show much on the screen, but focus. You see the flashing X's there?
Kind X's.
On the levels, there's like little red bubbles with red X's in it, and you can see where everybody's died while
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
playing your level.
They're all kind
It's
of
pretty
just,
neat.
yeah, they're
Oh,
all
I see
kind of
them
just
right there. I see
up
them,
in
yeah.
one little area there.
Cool.
But
It really is. It was a like I heard about it. When they I was like, yeah, when they did the E3 thing, I was like, maybe, that's kind of cool. But man, you get that in your hands, it is just fantastic.
actually, what really sold me on the game was the Nintendo World Championship. See,
Yeah, that was great. I mean, it was a good commercial for it. They
yeah,
made some inventive levels and let people play them.
and now
Wow.
they just released a level to unlock an Excite Bike look
Wait,
for
what now?
Mario.
They have these things in the game where it's
The
called a
mystery
mystery
mushrooms.
mushroom, and it'll have like a different skin that because it's randomly chosen
Yeah.
what you've unlocked. I mean, according to your amiibos. I mean, we've got like Fox McCloud and
Oh, yeah.
Pikachu and Bowser that it randomly turns you into, and then now they've got these. If you beat these levels, you get the whatever character it is. But yesterday was uh Birdo from um Mario
Mario
2,
2 and
Birdo, the drag queen.
the Excite Bike.
and today was Excite Bike. It's just, I
Cool.
mean, and the fact that they're adding stuff to it still is, I mean, it's neat. It's fun.
Well,
If
that's
there's no
awesome.
other reason to get a Wii U, it's Mario Maker because I mean
Okay.
you can use the gamepad is used to perfection in this game. You know, because people thought it was gimmicky and the little
Yeah.
tablet thing was silly. It's perfect for this, and it'll be perfect. They just came out with Minecraft. I think it'll be good for that. Excuse me. And I mean, there'll be anything that like is built for like an iPad or something like that. If you can use the Wii U tablet,
Hmm.
I think it'll be great for it.
Sweet. Oh man, now I really want to get a Wii U. Okay, you guys convinced me.
Man, they should let
uh,
me do commercials for it because I'm a fan.
I can tell. Yes, yes, they
I've got a
should.
PS4 and a Wii U, and the Wii U gets way more playtime.
Love it. Um, all right, Mario Maker, another wonderful game of all games for Turf's 2015, and obviously Red Blaze seemed to like it too. So,
Yeah. Yeah, just be digging side by course.
I can't even see.
Yeah.
That's
Pay
hard to
attention,
see.
kid. You're doing a show.
Yeah.
Sorry, distracted.
Put your toys away. Well, we are at well, not an hour, but when do we start this thing?
Eh, a little bit ago.
A little bit. Okay. Um, well, we could talk about Christmas loot real quick before we sign off, if you want, or we can do something different.
Um, why don't we talk about games that we're looking forward to for 2016?
That
Since the
sounds
new
good.
year is upon us.
The new year is upon us. Lots of good stuff coming out. Obviously, I know Red Blaze and I are looking very much forward to Tales of Berseria
Yep.
for the PS4. Can't wait for that one. And I'm looking forward to Dark Souls 3, like I mentioned earlier. And there's a new Langrisser game coming out for the 3DS, which I'm really stoked about. What else? Help me out, guys.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to, let's see, the new Doom.
Doom or Dune?
Doom.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a big first-person shooter fan, but that's one that I will play. And where another one is recently announced along with Tales of Berseria, God Eater 2 and God Eater Resurrection are coming to the West. So
Oh,
I'm
cool.
looking forward to those a whole lot. I really like it on the PSP. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it on the PS4.
Cool, cool.
Also, Fire Emblem Fates for me.
Sure, sure.
Fire Emblem fan. I'm also still looking forward to the Shin Megami Cross Fire Emblem,
Sweet.
which
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking forward to. Forgot Project X Zone 2 or Project Cross Zone 2 is coming out next year. I'm looking forward to that.
let's see, the new Zelda, of course.
Yeah, everybody's looking forward to the new Zelda. I really want to play a new Zelda. I've for some reason I've fallen off. The last one I played was Wind Waker all the way through. It's just they got too big for me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you have a 3DS?
I do.
of course he does.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, I forgot. I played Link Between Worlds. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal.
Yes, of course.
Was that this year or was that last year?
Yeah, that was this year, wasn't it?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2
Really?
years ago?
Yeah. Came
Wow.
out same time as Super Mario 3D World.
Huh, well, I'll be darned.
That was a fantastic game. I think the biggest one I'm looking forward to this year is Star Fox.
Yes.
I love me a Star Fox game. So that's one more reason for you to get a Wii U there, champ.
Yeah. Now, will it be like Star Fox 64, which is wonderful?
I think that's what it's supposed to be like.
Okay,
Is,
good.
Yeah, it's basically like Star Fox 64 2.
See, that is multiplayer goodness right there. And it
You
has
bet.
a good story. So,
Man, you want some good couch co-op? Get you some Star Fox 64 and 3 buddies. That's a good time.
oh yeah, it was back then, and now that we're adults who can drink responsibly, I'm sure it's even more of a good time.
Yeah.
That makes co-op that much better, doesn't it?
Well, anything else you're looking forward to, Turf?
That's really that and Zelda and I'm wanting more of the King's Quest. That they came out with that new King's Quest series, and I'm wanting that to finish that out so I can get it on disc.
Cool, cool.
But that's about really all I have.
Yeah.
I'm just not looking forward to much. The future's not so bright.
Nah. Maybe
Now,
not for video games for you.
I'm hoping there'll be more things that shock me, like this Transformers game did. I want something to just come out of the blue and it just be a good game.
Sure.
So
Aren't
there's
you also-
that. I mean,
Aren't you also looking forward to Mighty Number 9?
oh, you forgot about that. You must be looking at the thread.
Of course I am.
I have it
I have so many freaking games on there.
Oh yeah, is there anything else on
Mighty
my
Number
list I mentioned?
Um,
I'm at the
that
bottom.
means I gotta actually find you.
The very bottom I should be. There's somewhere.
Berseria, Star Ocean.
Oh, duh! Oh my god! Stupid Cash. Yeah, Star Ocean 5. I cannot wait for that one. You may not see much of me when that comes out.
Right. Odin Spear.
Hmm.
That was a game I missed out on PS2, so I want to get that for PS4 at least.
I'm gonna hold off on that one. I'm cautiously optimistic about it because
I
the
know
original
that
wasn't very good.
I know that it's the same developers as Muramasa, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's
looking
right.
forward to it because of that game.
Yeah, Vanillaware. They're great.
As far as as far as games that I know that are coming out, I just don't know if it's 2016. Final Fantasy 15.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a little bit of hope for that one. Horizon Zero Dawn. That's that one that Sony showed off that it's got the female protagonist
Oh, that's a good start.
that has a bow. That's pretty much in fighting some sort of giant mechanical monster.
Hmm.
Shadow Warrior 2, which if you have a PS4 and you don't have Shadow Warrior yet, what are you waiting for? That is a hilarious game. It's basically what Duke Nukem Forever should have been. And it's got really good first-person swordplay. Near Automata or Automata.
It's a mouthful.
That's what she said.
Hey-o.
Giggity you.
Oh man, been having a lot of that lately.
Oh jeez. Well, I think everyone's wallets are going to be very, very busy in 2016. So, well, for all the right reasons.
Who knows? We might also have a new Nintendo console coming up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The NX.
I'm still saying that it's probably going to be 2017 for that one.
Well,
Might not
I
be a
hope so.
late.
They've got a lot of good games coming
Might
already.
not be a late 2017, but I
yeah.
can't see them overshadowing Legend of Zelda and Star Fox this year.
It just feels like we just got the Wii U. So I mean, I don't see what the hurry is. So that's just
The
me.
hurry is that that it hasn't broken 20 million.
Yeah. Well, my two
That's
friends.
a shame too. A lot of that's just people aren't giving it a chance.
What, the Wii U?
Well, let me say that it's a combination of there's a lot more people playing Steam games. There's and then like the hardcore gamers or quote unquote hardcore gamers are playing. They want their bro games on PS4 or
Xbone.
Xbox One.
Yeah, and honestly, I still think that there's a bit of the whole having the Wii name attached to it that's kind of driving people off of it.
When I first heard the term
you're
Wii
right.
U, I thought it was
A lot
pretty
of people bought a
silly.
Wii and just didn't play it.
So,
It's a console worth picking up, I think. If not, at least get the games now, buy the console later. Because a lot of those games are going to be hard to find. At least I think. Especially the good ones.
right on. Well, guys, this was informative and fun as usual. But I think it should be about time we say our goodbyes. And Mr. Nikon, if you're watching this, we missed you terribly, of course. Hopefully you get your stuff together soon and join us again. So, who wants to do some signing off stuff?
Like us on Facebook, Twitter, follow us on VG Collect, all that stuff.
Yeah. Join VG Collect. VG Collect is great. It lets you catalog all your games with ease. It's really handy, and everyone there has been really cool so far. So.
Yeah, and you get to hang out with us on the forums.
But yeah, I mean, how cool is that? So, yes, VG Collect is where it's at.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I can think about.
All right. Well, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Right on. Sound like a fart.
Somebody turn this thing off. It's going downhill in a hurry.
Oh, geez. Downward spiral. All right, with that, we will wish you all a Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2016, everyone.
Yep. Peace.
Good night.
Happy New Year.